purpose of this video is to demonstrate the sequence for putting on personal protective equipment according to the CDC guidelines. The type of PPE used will vary based on the level of precautions required, such as standard and contact, droplet or airborne, infection isolation precautions. The procedure for putting on and removing PPE should be tailored to the specific type of PPE. First, start with your gown. Fully cover torso from neck to knees, arms to end of wrists, and wrap around the back. Fasten in the back of neck and waist. Step 2, mask. Secure ties or elastic bands at middle of head and neck, or properly wrap ear loops around your ears. Fit flexible band to nose bridge. Fit snug to face and below chin. Fit check your mask. Goggles or face shield. Place over your face and eyes and adjust to fit. Gloves. Extend to cover wrists of isolation gown. To safely remove personal protective equipment, safely remove PPE without contaminating your clothing, skin, or mucous membranes with potentially infectious material. Remove all PPE before exiting the patient room except the mask if worn. Remove the respirator mask after leaving the patient room and closing the door. Remove the PPE in the following sequence. First, gown and gloves. Gown, front and sleeves and outside of the gloves are contaminated. If your hands get contaminated during gown or glove removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Grasp the gown in the front and pull away from your body so that the ties break, touching outside of the gown only with gloved hands. While removing the gown, fold or roll the gown inside out into a bundle. As you are removing the gown, peel off your gloves at the same time, only touching the inside of the gloves and gown with your bare hands. Place the gown and gloves in a waste container. Goggles or face shield. Outside of goggles or face shield are contaminated. If your hands get contaminated during goggle or face shield removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Remove goggles or face shield from the back by lifting headband and without touching the front of the goggles or face shield. If the item is reusable, place in a designated receptacle for processing. Otherwise, discard in a waste container. 3, mask. Front of mask is contaminated. Do not touch. If your hands get contaminated during mask removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Grasp bottom ties of the elastic of the mask and then remove without touching the front. Discard in a waste container. Wash hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer immediately after removing all PPE. Step-by-step instructions will be available in a printout for all of you to view on your tablets.